Don't blink, it's your boy Ying. Welcome to the Real Content Show. Guys are doing well because they're having a fantastic freaking morning, evening, afternoon, whoever you are, wherever you are. We're bringing another video today. Did a lot of video today. Thank God, me and my friend situation got solved. I got the motivation back. It is a beautiful thing. We're talking about balance today. We're talking about balance because it's something we talked about at the TikTok live, which was 2 hours ago already. No, it was an hour ago. What am I saying? I'm getting bitten by a mosquito, but we're aiming to film this because there's thunder and it's beautiful. See, you can see it. Fucking hate mosquito. I'm a bit allergic to them. Not enough for me to go to the hospital, but still. So balance. We're talking about it, and balance is in every shape or form. I always hunted for good versus evil. Right? I always wanted to do the good thing versus the evil thing. Always pursued a noble action, right? And then I started listening. I had my big depression when I was 22. And then I started listening to Nothing Nowhere. Nothing Nowhere was, in a lot of shape or form, my teacher, my mentor when it came to depression. He told me how to live with it, not to fix it. When you do in a depression, people are so in a rush to fix it, which is normal. But it's not so much fixing it. It's about understanding that it's something that's a part of you. Learning to live with it. Depression, and what I'm going to say is it'll be horrible. People could get mad at that, but fuck him. It's my channel. Living with depression is like living with a handicap. It's like living in a wheelchair. You can still move, but you don't feel like it. See, the fact that in a depression I couldn't do nothing. People didn't understand. They're like saying, "Go out, make some friends, and mature yourself." No, it's hard. It's like living with depression. Then I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. You know what healed me? You know how I fixed depression? I live with it. I live with it and I live with it and I live with it. Until it became a part of me. Because it was a part of me, I could accept it. And when things got better, my life got better. It became less and less of a part of me. Right? And the gray became a new norm. Became, don't chase for complete happiness. Don't chase for sadness. Just stay in the green, in the gray. As long as you're in the gray, you're in the right place. This idea today, as a content creator, evolve, and it's a question of balance. And the more I think about it, the more I keep that concept in mind, the more it's becoming something serious. The more it becomes a valid concept. That balance is everywhere. I'll always remember the movie 23. Where there's this guy called Jim Carrey. Well, there's the actor Jim Carrey, and in the movie he's a serial killer, right? And you see the letter 23 everywhere, and he wants to solve the murder, and it's only hint or clue the number 23. And then we realize it's the killer. That's another story, right? It's a good movie. You guys should watch it. So the balance is when you learn a concept, when you embrace a concept, when you have it in your mind, that concept becomes a reality. Right? Understanding that the more weight you lift, the stronger you are, is a known fact. Until you do it, it's not a reality. It's a known fact. It's a possibility. It's a what if? What if I'm able to? What if I'm strong enough? What if I can become stronger? Right? I think it's a goal. I think every person wants to be stronger. I think for a woman, they have this fear that they're gonna get a very big body and become manly. You see that with Magpie. Magpie? It's been a while since I've watched porn. And she used to be a fan favorite, right? And lately, she started really working out, and I'm proud of her. She achieved goals that people would think it's possible, but because she had a more muscular body, people are starting to refer to her as manly. Right? And for a dude, the bigger you are, the better it is. Right? You're gonna get instantly people calling you a meathead. But physical strength, physical fitness is a form of dedication. It's a form of thing. That's where it leads us with balance. What do? You aim for the best or you aim for the middle? You aim to have a good enough physical strength or good enough physical health for you to be able to do something else, or you aim for physical perfection? Like, can take people that are bodybuilder. If you don't know bodybuilder, it's not easy to do. It's constant diet. It's constant work. It's constant show. It's not drinking water. It's really fucking hard. See, I had a friend that did that, and it's hard. They didn't like it, and it was torture. But they put themselves through it because they cared about it, right? That's education. There's no balance in there. There's no balance. It's obsession. It's something like that. I'm fat. You guys know I'm fucking obese. There's no balance. Obsessed with food. Which is, I love that about myself. I love that I can have a great time eating food. You give me a good meal and I'm happy for hours. Give me a great give me a great meal. I'll talk about it next morning. There's no balance. But what do you do again? It's so hard because what do you want to do? You want to talk about you want to have like a medium meal just so it doesn't feel too good or too bad? You want to have like a normal meal? That's not super interesting? That's what you're aiming for? Feels weird. Feels weird saying that. But balance, once again, is such an important thing. About understanding that some good thing and some bad things that happen. And a perfect world, the best thing, the good things are more numerous than the bad thing. But I've learned more as personal as I can get. I've learned more from my past experience that are negative. I learned more from pain than I did from happiness. I evolve more from being in pain than happiness. And that's a beautiful thing. That is something that I cherish. It is something that I care about. It's something I crave. I crave that growth as a person, as a content creator. See, we did a video today about me fearing, me being nervous, me being stressed about becoming a bigger creator, right? The reality is, and I'm not afraid of becoming a big content creator. I'm not afraid of the growth. I'm not afraid to achieve new heights when it comes to social media. I'll be right back. The fear is as simple as in vendetta can become so big. In vendetta can become this sensation. Can Stefan follow? Can Stefan be big enough to carry the weight of In Vendetta? See, it's a damn shame. It's a damn shame. How can I picture it? Everything's a question of balance, but that balance is so hard to find. I had two very different parents, right? I've had two more different parents I couldn't have. They were so different, yet so complementary. My father was really strict because my father was afraid that my mom was being too kind with me. My father was being a lot stricter because he felt like my mom enabled me. My mom was being kinder. My mom enabled me because my mom did enable me. She became a lot kinder. The only reason for that is because my dad was such an asshole. And I love you, Dad. I love you, Dad. I'm sorry I'm calling you an asshole, but that's how I felt. My father's a great man. I fucking love my father. But growing up, he was an asshole. He was an asshole. I hated him. I love him now, but I'm not gonna change what I felt when I was a kid. My father believed and teach me the hard stuff because my mom wouldn't. And my mom was convinced that my father would only teach me the right stuff, so the rough stuff, so she would teach me the soft stuff, right? My father was factional. He believed in facts and he believed in scientists. My mom believes in emotion, believes in human. Now, what about me to tell you a secret? They were both wrong. The answer lies in between. The answer lies in they both had a piece of information. I did a video last week about religion. I'm getting asked the question, do I believe a lot? My answer is I believe in a higher power. My perfect answer, the shortest answer I can give you, I believe in every single religion has a fact, a truth. None of them, none religion are perfect. They all have a truth. And when you put them together, that's where you get the one and only religion. A concept found in Elden Ring. The faction. They all have valid points. They're all wrong though. See, that balance is so hard to get because understanding that the answer lies in between the teaching of my mom and the teaching of my dad. Where is it? Is it closer to my mom's truth, or is it closer to my dad's truth? Is it closer to, are they both wrong? That balance isn't equal. That balance isn't equal. Let me picture it, right? You have a balance. Picture a real balance, right? And put a kilo of feather and put a kilo of rocks, right? What is the heaviest? If you're smart enough, you tell me, well, they're both 1 kilo, so they're the same. If you're even more clever, you understand that if you take one rock compared to if you take away a feather, the complete balance is done. And it's true balance. What has the weight of a feather when it has the weight of a stone? In a perfect world, you're made of perfect stone and got the perfect weight. Well, how do you take away from? It's quite confusing, I know. But it makes sense in my head. See, balance is such a dangerous thing, such a beautiful thing. It doesn't exist. Perfect balance doesn't exist. If you're factual, let me put it that way. Let's do my mom's version and my father's version. If you're factual, my father. All it takes is 50 fucking mosquito. All it takes is 50.1%. Balance is done. If you're emotional, all it takes is one bad day to have the worst time of your life. Who's right? Who's wrong? Was there ever a person that was right? Or was everybody wrong? That's it. Time for me to go because I'm getting destroyed by a mosquito. Thank you for listening to my rant, to the craziness. As a reward, Nadra. I'm obsessed with this song. Obsessed with this fucking song. Most of it is done. I love you guys, sincerely. I don't say it enough, but I do. You're all I have. You're all I ever need. Is that true balance? I don't know.